Good morning, Steve Zonardo here with Treviso Realty. Just a quick update on the market. 22,326 units available. Last week, let me see if we're climbing here. We're at 22,950, so we've dropped around 600 units in the last week, which is great. Sales have come down a bit. We were at 700 and change, and now we're at 585. Estero the same. We've come down in inventory, and sales stayed relatively the same as last week, so which is good. But we're finding, look at this. So we are doing deals, a lot of this new construction, clearly a lot of investors, also end users. And we've got like 4 pillars of real estate that we deal with on a normal basis. So we have buyers from all walks of life. If it's a secondary property owner, if it's going to be an investor from out of state, out of country, if it's going to be an end user, someone moving from out of state or moving from out of country. So again, this is our, let's say our 3 pillars rather of real estate regarding these new communities that we're dealing with. So our investors, we had one, I'll give you a quick example. And remember what I was telling you back in June of last year, I saw the lull period where everything started kind of just transitioning sideways, and we're going to start having this uptick, which we did. Again, Iran war, wrap it up. Let's get out. Obviously, that's having a little bit of a hindering effect right now. We have this big ocean wave that's ready to kind of wash, and then now this Iran war starting to push a little bit back a bit just now. Hopefully that gets wrapped up by middle of May, because Trump is supposed to be heading to Asia, so that's usually a telltale when this should all be wrapped up. So ultimately, it shouldn't affect too much of what's happening, but clearly gas has gone up, inflation's gone up, rates have gone up, the bond's gone up, so it's definitely hindered how we do real estate. But going back to that, so these investment properties that we normally deal with, the prices we can't get them to where we normally at. And then ultimately on the weekend we had or last week or so, we had a client, this is around Easter rather, weekend. So we had a client that come in from Orlando. They live in Orlando as well, and they're looking for investment properties. By the time they came down, the 2 properties that they wanted to view sold, so they were upset. And I kind of mentioned it to them, things are moving quick. That's in one community. And then another community we were negotiating, taking too long. One in Alta basically wants to know all the numbers in detail, like on the closing. Taking too long, that one sells. And then ultimately one just pops off. It's not even on the market. We have obviously we have good intel because we do a lot of deals in these communities, so we get the deal first. And ultimately I was able to present it to him and then give him enough time to do his documentation, and then we secure the deal. But again, we had these great properties. He could have bought a 3,000 square foot house in one community for like $290. He missed the opportunity. He thought he was being wise by saying, oh, there's a better deal, and I'm advising him, it's not, buddy. This is one and done. If you don't get this, it's not going to happen. And we like to be truthful up front, because obviously we don't want to play any games. We like just one linear way of doing business. It's a truth up front, and then educate our buyers. They make a decision, and we move forward. And now we're dealing with an out-of-state client, out-of-country client, realistically, that's moving in with his family into Verdana, and 2 weeks in the process, talking, communicating back and forth regarding these lots that Lennar's building on in the phase 2. And you look at them, it was a whole section. I forgot which lake it is. I should pull it up. Maybe I will pull it up. Let me see if I can talk more in detail. So this is the lot now. Let's have a look. All right, so when I was communicating, all these southern lots were still available. We had some great lots. This is Lake 17. By the time he got down, the family got down, these all sold, and now you got this unit available, 1976. But ultimately, I mean, this is a great lot. But the only problem is you're kind of, it's not private anymore. You kind of lose the privacy because of all these lots, like these houses backed onto you. So these ones sold out quick. These are all sold, and now they're going to start. We want to open up these lots clearly for this family, and they won't open lots up for us now because they're selling too much, right? So if you kind of look at what's currently happening, even in the community itself, how many are left. So this is phase 2. You see here now the villas is only 10 units left. So again, that's it. So just 10 units left around this, let's say, court here, the bulge, and then ultimately all this has sold out and closed. Oh, these haven't been opened up yet. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, so these all sold. There's this one sold as well. There's this one available. These are Echelon series or Manor series, the larger three car garages. And then you kind of look what Lennar has left to build. That's it. it's just a small pocket. This is maybe 150 houses. I'd have to like count them one-offs. So with that all said, we went to go look at resale property because there's a few on the market on the Gentry in that road, and got into bidding wars. We lost one property one night, and the next night there was 3 offers presented on another one. So this is, again, as I've been advising clients, that where market will come back, it's going to take a while to get back, let's say, the 20% that we lost, but ultimately we're going to be on an upward trend. So that's why we're advising clients lock in now and then wait for the appreciation, because we hit our lull period. It's just taking longer than northern cities are with the appreciation that goes skyrocketing overnight. Like, we're going to take a while to kind of build that appreciation back up, but it's a good time to buy now. Why? Because the lull period's over and we're upticking just based on we're a canary in the mine shaft. We're, on the boots on the ground kind of establishment. So, and we do so many deals, so we have so much intel of what's currently happening. And this is why, we're advising clients to kind of get their best foot forward and get going. This is a little bit of statistics as well. If you kind of look at, we've put out here Bonita, Cape, Fort Myers, and Naples. You kind of look at the months of supply of homes here. Again, we didn't put condos in the mix nor manufactured homes. I advise clients never to buy condos. This is just something I've done for 15 years of my career. I think you can always buy better properties on the ground, not multi-levels or like multi-levels vertically. And ultimately you'll get better appreciation later. Why? Because you're not betting against the whole building being in good shape, and like all that stuff there with the management and condo fees and all that stuff that really takes down the property. And that's why you've seen a lot of people sell these properties that are close to the ocean, because they got hit on insurance, and then obviously structural. There's a whole issue going on with that, with how they have to be complying with today's engineering policies. So anyway, long story short, if you kind of look at March, our inventory dropped off to 5.8 months of inventory in Bonita, Estero. So that's of resale. Then we get into new construction. Let's go Bonita, Estero. We're at 3.3 months of inventory. This is what we're starting to see, like a big inventory push. Now, Naples, still 10 months of inventory for new construction. And a lot of that, it's going to be like the spec, like custom built homes around Naples Park. There's a ton of that going on, because realistically, there's not a lot of new construction. There's a few, but not major, that's going to affect it. Like, say, big builder inventory, let's call it. Fort Myers, 3.8 months of inventory. Cape, obviously, there's a lot of scattered lots, of 5.2 months of inventory. Let's do new listings. New listings are up in Cape, but down everywhere else, if you kind of look month over month. And if we get into, so we did months of supply, closed sales. So kind of look at the flex in Cape Coral going into March. There's a huge amount of sales, like month over month. And if you kind of look at the rest of the communities here, like Bonita, Estero was 12 and then 12. So it kind of stayed stagnant. 16 and 27 with Fort Myers, and Naples 39 and 41 sales in the last, let's say, month over month. So ultimately, you kind of look at the market. It is going where it needs to go. Obviously, we need to wrap things up in the Persian Gulf and hopefully get everything back here, because the economy was going in the right direction. So hopefully that all gets wrapped up and we can focus back on the U.S. rather than foreign policies. But that's pretty much it, guys. Have a great day. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.